Playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And that'll be a little too hot to handle, as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. First down, Mahomes steps away. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on third and very long. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on fourth down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. A first down run, good for about 3. Second and 7 coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now they try the right side here. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a handoff looking right. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That good for 19 and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your...
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing on second down. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm is going forward. Incomplete pass. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
It's a pickup of 6.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
On play action, it's Breeze. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
And 4.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Throwing now, Griffin on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver.
And it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 7, Cowboys, nothing.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Brought down.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. And they give this time to the tailback. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
A 29-yard attempt.
And Zerline's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They had it 1st and goal. 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And he'll give it here to his running back. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
He's on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He's got the lane, and there he goes.
He's running.
And a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out of it, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. And now it's 3rd down.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now it's Mahomes again, going deep for Hopkins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. And again, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Number 11.
Robbie Anderson there to make the grab. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
The score.
Point after, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And he's got room. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there with their second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Mahomes now on first down. Dancing to his left. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Mahomes will try again on second down, eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And to give this time to the tailback. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. And how about this, a fake? And he's going to let it go deep. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, on 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Ready, 95-56, 95-56, kill.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And a short kick taken at about the 16. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Ready.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2nd and 8.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Mike 52, Mike 52.
Shotgun now for Breeze. But now Breeze lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders. Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He was brought down.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
Wow, that ball was not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
It's 4th and goal at the 1-yard line. Now
Greg Joseph for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Joseph is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you got all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10 at the 40. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
At the 3-yard line.
Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 47 yards.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Mahomes now to throw. His pass caught at the 4. Yeah, the Cowboys are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. Mahomes going to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. J.J. Watt. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes. And this will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Joseph's got it, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So that drive began at their own 3. They wind up getting 3 out of it.
And to me, the mentality to begin the drive, that was probably the key to everything. Let's just make sure we take care of the football, give ourselves some room, and maybe punt it away. Instead, it started at the 3, and it ended with 3 points.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, That's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
At the 41-yard line.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
You're good. Let's do it. Ready. Kill.
From the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 55 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash and a bit of a tight angle. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he's going to go out of bounds on the return. He won't even get this thing back to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. A good 1st down call as the screen play gets him 9. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Mahomes to throw once more. He sets up the screen to Jones. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Flush to his right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 43. A very solid gain of 27. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more play. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game. So hold on here. Not done in the fourth. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Mahomes tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Gun on third down, Mahomes fighting to stay upright, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. And the pressure gets to him again. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 17-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Nick Bosa on the stop. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. On play action. Now Breeze. Rolling to his right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
DeAndre Hopkins, once again the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. And even 50 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
The Buccaneers are moving on in these playoffs as we say thanks for watching and so long.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.
Yo, you playing that game? Because if not, I'll advance it. I'm going to take a quick shower and watch some of this game.